Good afternoon. We are at the 4th South African Oil and Gas Conference right here at 𝗦𝗂𝗂𝗏 Conference Center in Cape Town. My name is 𝗦cie HiH and I'm representing Africa Rising TV. I'm joined by Paul representing Standard Bank, as well as by 𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏 representing Financial Insight. Paul, could you kindly introduce yourself and what is your role in Standard Bank?
I'm Paul Eardley-Taylor. I look after gas for Standard Bank.
And Paul, this year's theme, enabling sustainable oil and gas development and diversified energy future. From your perspective, what does this mean for Africa's oil and gas sector?
Well, globally, gas is accepted as being a key part of the energy mix. It's around about 23% of global primary energy consumption. It's only going to increase going forward. Gas is about 50% cleaner than coal. When it's combusted, it's about 25% cleaner than diesel when it's combusted as well. More gas deposits have been found all the time. In the African context, huge deposits in Mozambique, Tanzania. You've had associated gas deposits found in places like Côte d'Ivoire in Namibia, and large historical gas deposits in Angola are going to be extracted. So the guess that we have over time is that gas will become as an important part of the African economy as it is in countries such as Europe, Asia Pacific and US.
Thank you.
Paul, thanks. One of the things that we noted in your panel, your presentation this morning was, the optimism around Mozambique. Are you able to just share with us how the bank is preparing to obviously service clientele that obviously will be, pursuing interest there?
Yeah, we've been in Mozambique since 1892, if memory serves correctly. We have been an active participant in Mozambique's gas discoveries and LNG since 2010, since they're made. I mean, my first file on my laptop goes back to August 2010 as an example, and I've personally been around the project since 2012. Mozambique's advantages are manifold. Geographically, it's pretty much ideally placed in the equator and to service Asia Pacific and Europe. It's not subject to any risks of the Panama Canal, the Straits of Hormuz or the Red Sea. Its gas is essentially zero indigenous CO2, so it will be extremely clean when it's delivered. As with all markets, there's been a few hiccups on the onshore. That's not been the case on the floating LNG, which has serviced customers impeccably since November 2022. And we continue to believe that Mozambique will be a major part of the gas economy going forward. And significantly, when Mozambique LNG returns, and hopefully after Rovuma LNG takes FID next year, Mozambique will automatically become the world's 4th largest LNG exporter.
My last question, Paul, is as you see that when it comes to oil and gas sector, it plays a major role on the continent's economic growth. How do we ensure that we include, because women entrepreneurs often face unique challenges in securing funding, with specific initiatives that Standard Bank have to bridge this gap? What is the bank's role in supporting women and youth businesses within the sector?
So Standard Bank is a universal bank. So that means we have multiple divisions. We have the corporate investment bank, and where I sit, we have business commercial banking, we have retail activities, and we also have wealth management as well. In all of our markets, we have the same divisions. We are well aware over time that the way African economies tend to develop is first of all through the corporate investment bank, a project, whether it's a mine or an LNG project, the retail sector then benefits. Women are obviously 50% of Africa's population. They're a huge part of our workforce. And we do believe that growing in Africa's indigenous economy means that all participants in the economy must have opportunities to grow and develop, including women. In a number of our markets, we have what we call incubators. Incubators are specific organizations centered around small and medium-sized enterprises where growth of youth and female-owned businesses are a major part of our business plan. Uganda is a good example, and I can give you the personal story of Mozambique, where in 2019, our incubator was actually subject to the launch of our economic study for Rovuma LNG for ExxonMobil, and that's an example of how core the growth of small businesses, youth and women-owned enterprises are to ourselves.
Absolutely. For my final question, obviously, I just wanted to speak to the versatility of the bank, because you are in several different geographical locations, and one of the panel discussions today focused on one of the important things around consistency in regulation. What would you say sets your bank apart when it comes to assisting clients in all these different geographical locations that are seeking out oil and gas?
It's a combination of things. So we obviously have the country network. We have a standardized operating model in all those countries, and we have various divisions that span the countries and span the products. So for example, I sit within a division known as Energy and Infrastructure, which is one of our largest divisions, and it's organized by subsector, hydrocarbons, gas, electricity, infrastructure, among others. And that means that across all of the markets, we have the same people with influence, oversight and leadership across those different markets. So if you look at the global commodities and how they affect Africa, LNG is LNG. There's certain dynamics of LNG, you need to follow them, whether you're exporting LNG from Angola, Nigeria, Senegal, Mauritania, Mozambique or Tanzania, or you're importing LNG into the likes of South Africa or potentially Namibia next, or you're producing associated gas in the likes of Angola or Cote d'Ivoire or Namibia. So it's having a combination of the operating model, the country network and the industry understanding, we believe helps us serve our customers.
There you have it. Paul, your last comments to our audience. Most of our audience are young people, young entrepreneurs who want to explore the sector. Your last, any words of advice? And we're really looking forward to collaborate with Standard Bank. But any last comments to our audience?
I think what I would say is the way oil and gas is in a number of global markets is not the same as it is in Africa. So in America, it's been produced for 150 years, Canada about 100, UK, Norway about 50 years. In Africa, due to the colonial past, there wasn't really the opportunity for many indigenous citizens to participate. In democratic Africa, and certainly as the number of producers in our network alone go from the 2s and 3s to the 10s and 12s and beyond, we would hope that there's the opportunity for all young African men and women to be part of the industry going forward, to take a key in it, to look at the information sources available, and then really to grow and develop the industry in line with our own countries. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul. We're looking forward to collaborate and to help create the Africa that we want. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.